Hey again, it's me again. So I wanted to talk to you about why I decided that love was great. Love was fine and could be what? Could be a medication, could be a way to help you. And why I mean I've always been into this and into respect as well. I was raised this way. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my life, which is not that interesting, but I will give you some example and some reasons as to why I decided to do this now and to do those videos and share all that with you. I grew up in a family of very opened up people. I'm an only child, so I always had everything I needed, everything I wanted almost. But the thing is that we're not very showing the love. My parents, like, we don't hug each other, we don't kiss each other, we don't even say we love each other. But that doesn't mean we don't feel it or show it, right? Because there are so many ways to do that. And we're people that are very turned towards other people. I'll give you an example. My mom has been working for almost 25 years in the same place, which is a retirement home here in my hometown, and she's a caregiver. So that's like that's not something she wanted to do in the first place. You know, she studied to be an English teacher, but she didn't really had the chance or the opportunity to finish her studies. So turns out that she found this job at this retirement home and she liked it. It kind of like it was a vocation almost. And she's been doing this for almost 25 years now. And it takes respect and it takes love for people, right? And especially towards older people because, you know, that's who she's taking care of. And I've had the chance to see what she does because I've been also working in that place, not as a caregiver, but I was in cleaning the whole building. I was in the cleaning team, and yeah, I was managing the whole team. But I still saw what she and all of the other women working there, what they do and how hard it is. And for that, I'm giving them a big shout out. I can't even speak, but you know how important it is to have these kind of people around to take care of our elders and make sure they're okay and fine and taken care of. So that's what my mom does. My dad worked in a factory for 35 years before it closed down. And then didn't really work for a couple of years and then had different jobs, and now he's retired because he's 62 today and kind of like really tired and broken in the sense that his body feels old, like he's he's hurting from pretty much everywhere. And my dad comes from a very large family. Like he used to have 11 siblings. 11. But because my grandpa married twice, and so he knows what it means to have brothers and sisters and to be loved, and he's the last boy from everybody. Of all the siblings, he's the last boy. And my grandpa died 4 years ago, and he was going to be 95. Well, it's going to be 5 years this year, so he would be 100 this year. So that taught me respect towards our elders too. And that's been hard on me when he died because he was the strong leading force of the family, and I was really close to him, even though He had a lot of other grandchildren uh, beside me, but yeah. And I was really proud to be his granddaughter because I only had him as a grandfather. Because the other one, he's not a loving person, so he's not interesting, right? So I won't even talk about him. And my grandmother on the other side, my mom's mom, had my mom at barely 20, and she's super young in her head. She turned 76 in last November, but she's super young in her head and super open. Like, you'd think that some people her age would have some ideas about some things, like being racist or homophobic. My grandmother, she's so open about it. Like, it's crazy. Like, she doesn't care if we come up or come out as lesbian or gay or whatever in the family. She says, as long as you're happy, I'm happy. I'm happy for you. And just the only thing is to not, she's like, just don't mess around, and that's all I'm asking. So yeah. And so we've had jobs in our lives that were always turned to help people. And I think I had jobs where I was helping people, as a working at a reception in a hotel, or like I said, in a retirement home. Even if I was just cleaning, I think it was still helping them. And there are some values, that I really like. That is respect and love. So yeah, and I'm sorry, I'm sniffing a lot. um, so we've always been like, I've been raised this way, to be towards people, and to be nice to people and respectful and help them as much as we can. I'm not. I mean, I was going to say no. Religion has nothing to do with it, because sometimes, especially in America, I think you guys have this thing that where if you're a Catholic, it's in your like almost genes and principles to actually help each other and all. It's a charitable thing. In France, we don't really have that. It's just a choice we make whether we want to help or not. And I think it's in our blood. If we want to, we do, right? So, and like I was going to conclude on this, the fact that I opened this shop. That was an idea of mine that was like, I had this idea about 2 or 3 years ago, and then I made it happen. And because I realized that I needed some, how would you say this? I'm sorry about my English. I can speak English, as you see, but sometimes I need to find my words. The reason I opened this shop in the first place was because I love clothes, right? That's logic. But also because I know the people from my town. I know some of them, a lot of them, are not very wealthy or have a lot of money. So having a shop like this is a thrift shop, and I sell things and items that are less expensive than in other stores and whatever, is to also help them, get clothes that they like without actually, spending too much money. And I think it's a love gesture, kind of. All right. So this is the end of my monologue. I hope you like it. I hope you will listen to me. And if you don't, that's okay. Give me what you think. Tell me what you think in the comments. Don't hesitate to tell me if you agree with me or not. Tell me what you think. And don't hesitate to like and subscribe for more videos about self-love journey, self-improvement, and love in general. Okay? I'll see you then.